Welcome back to the series, and on this episode we are stripping down this Tesla Model S Performance to start building it into our electric van, aren't we, Nick?
We are. Well, we've already started. The doors are already off.
And it still drives?
It does still drive.
And what did we get done on the last episode?
On the last episode, we stripped the van completely. We took out the engine, the gearbox, all the subframes, all the interior. Everything is out of that van. It is empty.
There is no going back now, is there?
There is no going back. So let's get started with stripping this. Hit it, drive!
We have a new helper inside here, Nick.
In the front.
In our front. We have a blonde girl.
That's our sister, Annie.
This is Electric Annie, isn't it?
It's begun already. The torch has happened.
And she's actually put makeup on today.
All for you.
I
don't want that. So how are we actually going to do this?
I have no idea. Like, Carl, who's hiding there, needs to come in here because we've been continually talking about what we actually do. Because you've done a load of cab work for us and sort of gone, it does fit, but there's a lot of work.
And this is aluminium, that's steel.
So the thing is whether don't worry about the 4 centimetres. What's 4 centimetres among friends, eh?
It's quite a lot.
We try and lose the 4 centimetres within the van wheelbase and we strip everything off this and leave it as Tesla-esque as possible.
The van was easy to strip because we knew that everything just needed to come out of it, but this is, need to figure out how we're going to mount the tops of the suspension struts and stuff like that to keep all the air ride. And
so I'm thinking maybe we just take every single body panel off if possible.
Yeah.
Strip it right back as far as possible, and then we measure up and go, do we just cut the van and just drop it over the top? We'll still have to do the interior of the van in place, because we'll keep the van floor probably on top of the Tesla floor.
Yeah, to keep the van firewall and stuff, to keep that bit right.
But that may make it easier, a bit like Kyle did at Boosted with the Odyssey.
Well, I reckon we just strip this down as far as we can, so it still drives, because we need to make sure that whatever we do, it's still going to drive.
Yeah.
And then figure out, we might have to move some of these radiators up on top of this, because the van front might be shorter.
Anyway, let's stop talking and do, shall we? Let's get going, shall we?
Yeah, take all the bumper off. Watch your head. Just trying to unplug shit.
Oh my gosh!
Well done, Annie.
I did it!
Shut up. What's held in the very bottom of the wing, you dumbass? I reckon there's bolts underneath that side skirt.
There's something there. Oh, I don't want to. Oh.
Oh, what have you just put your hands in? Hang on. No, this is a magnet.
I don't need that. I need that fixed.
Right, dashboard's all off now. I've got the airbag out, but we need to try and get this out. And this is the main brain of the whole Tesla.
So this is the supercomputer.
This is the supercomputer for the Tesla.
It's plugged in here.
But so if you can undo that plug there, because that's the first one that's tight here. So we'll basically work through and see how we get on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how it actually unplugs. Can't see it.
Also, don't put your tongue on my steering wheel. Just start concentrating.
I wouldn't dream of it. Where's the clip?
You've not got the right type of fingers for this, have you?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how it's actually clipped with a flipping steering wheel in the way.
Sorry, everyone, this is going to take a while.
Ah! Hey! I got it! That's impressive. Doesn't even look like it has a clip.
Have you looked down here yet, Nick?
No, but I got it.
All the others, you got one out of
hang on,
probably 20.
Oh, flipping heck. Oh,
okay.
Now we've got some freedom now. Oh, flying now. These definitely lift.
1, 2, 3. Our Frenchman here understood that.
Look, iPad. Oh, right, that one swings over by the looks of it. This is one of those ones that has the... There you go. That's it.
That's a bolt.
Boop, 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 boop. Why is it not LED?
I don't know.
Where are you going? Why did you go that way?
Don't know. So we've been working on it now for 2 hours. We have a load of plastic stuff off the front. We removed the wings, the arch liners. Carl has removed the front wheels, side skirts, and Chris has pulled the dashboard out. Well, the covers of the dashboard and all the electronics in here, the screens. So we're looking at how we're going to get this bar out and hoping we can take all of the blower unit and the control systems all out in one in this frame rather than separating it. So stay tuned and we're going to continue working hard.
So I want to take the whole steering wheel assembly off, which has 4 bolts that hold it on, but there's one connector, which is this little cable here, that plugs into all these arms here. So I basically need to try and see if I can get the connector off, but I can't quite feel it. So I'm using the little camera and you can see it. I need to unplug that one, which it looks like that black clip on there is really annoying.
Oh my God, this is like proper surgery, yeah?
Yeah, if you can. Problems, I need to try and pull this cable whilst you're holding it. Teamwork, eh?
Yeah, it's like keyhole surgery.
Brilliant little tool. Maybe that doesn't slide out that joint like I hoped.
This not come out, or is it held to this one is molded to this? What is this? I thought it was the condenser for the AC, but it's just got hoses to it. That must be the radiator, and these must be the AC condensers.
Where'd you get that broom to?
From Jerome.
Oh, more wiring. God's sake.
Many people might ask, well actually no one's asked because everyone's just more concerned on why we're ruining a Transporter T5. But for people who might be concerned that we're ruining a Model S, this was actually a Category S write-off and this was the reason why. It seems crazy really because to me that's actually quite easily repairable, but because they are aluminium panels, not many people want to take on the job of repairing it and it makes it expensive. So this car was written off and that is why it's the donor car to improve our T5. Frame's not really moving. Ooh.
This is the one bit that we think we might struggle to get to fit.
It'll go. Just might be sitting a bit further back in the van.
Actually going to drain the AC out properly for once.
No cracking and running.
No cracking and running like we know loads of you have done that there. So we have the AC machine hooked up with the 1234YF and we're hopefully going to press a button and it's going to drain the AC out.
It's the gas recovery button.
Yeah. And it's going to put the gas back into the bottle, which would be good. Oh, it is doing something.
0.003 kilos.
See if it's working. See how long it's pulling out the gas. We're cycling.
Recycling it. So it's actually refilling the bottle in there. So then that can go back in the car when it's rebuilt. So it's actually quite good. It doesn't get wasted. It doesn't just disappear. It's back in the bottle, back in the car.
What's the reason you have to do it this way, Nick? So
It's poisonous.
AC gas is heavier than air, so if you breathe it in, it stays in your lungs, and then you suffocate without realising it.
So if you do crack it off, run really fast.
If you do crack up, you do breathe AC gas in, you're meant to lie down and sort of tilt yourself up.
Breathe upside down.
You're literally meant to breathe upside down so it comes out of your lungs again, otherwise it sits in there and you can suffocate.
Dr. Chris?
Not good for you.
Now the AC gas is out, we can remove all this front section. So we're going to have to lift the car a little bit because the first thing we're going to have to take out is the coolant because I don't actually know where the AC is connecting to the condensers on the front. So you can help me with that, right?
Yeah. Give it a good go.
She always acts so excited to work with me.
We're going to need Chris's coolant tub, though.
Oh, Chris's
clearing that.
highly rated coolant tub, which is an upgrade because normally he likes to use a bin and then he cries when people put stuff in the bin when it's got coolant in it. But it's a bin, so that's why people use it.
Yeah. And we're going to get everything in there because I'm not cleaning up coolant today.
Yeah, but look over there. See that guy over there?
Yeah.
See that guy over there? That's Dad Hazell.
Oh, Dino.
He's good with a mop and a floor cleaner.
He loves it.
Just showing Annie my fancy pliers. Look, from all the way back here, I can squeeze that clip.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Now this is quite good because Tesla sometimes have a tendency of putting those clips on, but the clips are also glued to the pipe. So you can't slide the clip back to pull the pipe off. But this one, the clip moved back, so, and it even has a locking mechanism on the clip, look. So that's good. This bit maybe not so good. Let's see if I got coolant skills. This will make it go. It is emptying from the tank now. Slower than I expected.
Whoa!
Did you nearly slosh it? Look.
There's your drama.
You can clean that up. Going tight again. Does it actually unscrew? Does it constantly turn? Well, look at this one, it wasn't ever used. Fresh.
Do you know what this is, Nick?
Charger.
An 11 kilowatt charger. There can be another 11 kilowatt here. So you can basically have two. And this obviously has the Type 2 charge port instead of CCS. So it has 4 lines coming in here. So the 3-phase AC, and it pairs them up, basically, to do the DC charging.
Where are these two going?
That'll go to probably a box in the front for DC-DC converter AC pump. And then you've got rear motor and front motor, which
right.
I think that'll be front motor. Rear motor. I don't know where the
So
other
this
one
is
goes.
just a fancy junction box then, really?
Yeah, very much so. And where's the strut tops?
Yeah.
Right at the top.
Wow.
Like literally right up here.
Shit.
They're going to be out the roof of the van.
No.
Oh
Jesus,
my God.
Not like that.
Chris, there's wire on your side.
Whoa.
Where?
Where?
Oh, that's a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Right.
Why was there 4?
Cool. Right. Undo that.
Figure out what
ECU.
unplugs and what needs undoing.
I've got torque.
What are you doing?
I want all the loom. Do you know what I do? I need the loom.
Well, these connectors went.
Would you like the fact that Annie made some effort today and put some makeup on?
Oh.
I don't think we've seen her with
that
makeup
was-
on for months, have
That
we?
was part of the deal. I told you. I still think
You
you
just
should do something
yank
with
it
my
out.
car though.
We're not doing an MX-5. We are not doing an MX-5, are we, Nick?
Nope.
Yes.
No.
My MX-5. I took
No.
it up. I put in the effort.
We are not converting
You know,
another
it goes
MX-5.
both ways.
We've
No
been
one
there,
likes
done
them.
that.
All right. Tell me what car to buy, and then I'll do it. How many's in this?
Seat Leon, is it?
I've got an Ibiza.
Buy a TVR and then we'll do
Still
it.
waiting for an injector to be installed.
Hello.
I was waiting for an injector as well, but what happened to that?
The T5 was waiting for an injector. This has all got a bit out of hand.
Here's your injector.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Need to keep this loom, and it is here.
Too much shit.
So we have one whole interior roof loom thing. Very important. Give it to Nick.
We don't need it.
We do
Sure,
need
that's-
it. We need that one.
So that's a wise choice.
Right, where
Give it
does
to Nick.
this go out?
Where did that loop
Very.
go?
It might go. We need to try and get the middle bend.
Who just got smacked in the head?
Carl's gone. He's man down.
Where is he? What are you doing in there, mate?
Like I'm tall for once. Ignore the fact that I have a booster seat in the Defender.
Do you?
I have a wedge pillow.
That's
These cars
funny.
aren't made for 5'1" people, okay? Anyway,
The last of the airbags are now out. The interior is stripped down. The front end is stripped off. The back end is stripped off. And now we find ourselves at a weird situation.
Sat in a car with no seats.
Well, there is that, yeah. How are we going to do this?
This is the question, is that we always had this amazing idea that we were going to take the van and put the Tesla subframes and battery into the van. But now, having looked at it and measured and got a bit deeper into stripping this car apart, now we're unsure whether we should just be putting the van body over the Tesla, right?
But it's the width. We need to try and see if we can scrub a bit of width off the Tesla
Yes.
to get the van body to sit over it. Maybe we can get the van to sit lower than original as well, which would look pretty cool.
Because the biggest problem here is that there's a difference in metals. So the Tesla is aluminium, the van is steel.
Can you not weld them together?
No, that's the problem. If it was all steel, we'd just get the welder out, we can make brackets,
easy.
you can make stuff fit. It's easier. Having the difference in metals is not very easy because it means we need to bolt stuff together.
You know whose fault this is?
Carl's?
Yes.
Thanks.
Because you went and did some, Carl did some really good CAD, but he did the CAD and went, guys, look. And we went, oh, maybe we should have done the CAD first.
Maybe we should have.
But either way, we'll get there. Annie, have you got an opinion on Nick and cutting?
Nick just wants an excuse to cut anything, really.
Oh, I like hitting things with hammers more, but I don't mind cutting.
I think you could find a way around it without cutting, but
I only cut myself with Stanley knives.
Anyway,
runs in the
thank you so
family.
much for watching this episode. These two are going to keep bickering all night. Hit subscribe if you haven't done already, and make sure you come out for next episode, because either way, we will be cutting this thing up and trying to make it fit into the van.